Good morning, Kitsap County. It is 9:30 a.m. in the great Kitsap County. It is Tuesday, August 30th. There is a heat advisory in place until Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. Tuesday's weather, 89 degrees. Wednesday, 88 degrees. Thursday, 83. Friday, 84. Please take care of yourselves. Make sure that you are staying hydrated, you're staying cool, and pay attention to the signs. If you would like to get information from Kitsap County in regards to inclement weather and emergency information, you can do that through Facebook or Twitter. You can also text or email or subscribe to receive text or email alerts during weather or emergencies, which is always a good idea. The phone line for inclement weather and emergency information phone line is 360-337-5775. So I think that's a good idea for folks to do. Also, if you are looking out for folks that are experiencing this, particularly on ML King in Bremerton, the Salvation Army request if you're going to drop off water, you can actually give it to them and they will put out chilled water and chill your water and put it out for the folks that are experiencing homelessness and they're outside. So always know that is there. Kitsap County is full of love with folks looking out for each other. And I think that is fantastic. So we want to be supportive in that. The other thing that I wanted to bring to your attention outside of the heat advisory was this that just came through on the news. Let me go ahead and put up my fair use. Okay. I think we need to be cognizant of what is going on because you could end up needing to go to the hospital. And I'm not sure how many of you have seen this particular article. So let's get into it.
I had fire chiefs out here say, look, when their EMTs are here in the hospital waiting, that means that they can't respond to their own calls in their own jurisdiction. And while all the agencies out here have interagency agreements, meaning other fire departments are picking up the slack, these fire chiefs, they want this problem fixed.
One of our units was there for 3 hours and 54 minutes. That's an impact on us that we can't provide the training that needs to happen on the island, the public education, outreach to the community. We have probationary firefighters that need to be trained. So it has a trickle-down effect that has an impact on our level of service in our community.
Bainbridge Island Fire Department Chief Hank Tarrant shared these photos with Fox 13 News showing the ambulance bay at St. Michael Medical Center in Silverdale recently absolutely filled, while patients inside the ambulance had to wait for a room inside the building.
I've never seen a situation like we have right now where our units are standing by this long in an emergency room.
It's not only Bainbridge Island Fire, it's also the 5 other fire departments in Kitsap County sharing concern about ambulance wait times at St. Michael.
I find this to be particularly concerning if you do have a medical emergency and it is taking that long to get help. This is a very serious issue. To me, what makes this particularly serious is right now we're not in the middle of the pandemic, right? So for it to be this bad now, if we do have a surge on whatever, and we're seeing a huge influx of folks that need to go to the hospital, I believe this is very dire. Let's continue.
Uncharted territory for all of us. We're just asking, hey, let's not put this is top of the level. This is important. Let's get this fixed.
South Kitsap Fire and Rescue Chief Jeff Fawcett is also chair of Kitsap County EMS. He says local departments have been meeting with St. Michael officials to iron out a fix. Now, St. Michael officials say extremely high capacity and staffing shortages are partially to blame for the backups. So are patients at the hospital ready to be discharged, but post-care placement for some patients are also short on room. Hospital President Chad Melton shared a statement with Fox 13.
Another concern, right? That our whole system right now is having some issues. So we have folks that are retiring, we have shortages in healthcare, and as they were stating there, patients that need aftercare, they're not having a place to go because there's no capacity. So there's an issue. Uh, this is a huge issue, and so the hope would be for me is what are we going to do here, either locally or nationally, to encourage our youth and other folks to go into this field because we're going to need more and more care. We're an aging population here in Kitsap, and we're going to see more folks needing care as we go forward.
News that reads in part, quote, "We are utilizing our Mission Control Command Center and working to ease strain through various strategies to ensure we can care for all our patients. Both first responders and St. Michael officials vow to continue working to find solutions, but firefighters don't want the public to see ambulances backed up and choose instead to avoid calling for help."
We don't want people to second guess when they're calling 911. We want people to know that if they're sick and they feel like they need to get hospital and they need the 911 service or need to go to the ED, the emergency room, then they need to do that.
So now the Kitsap County Fire Chiefs Association says there's a new directive for the EMTs operating out here on the peninsula. It says if there are more than 2 ambulances waiting here at St. Michael longer than 45 minutes, they'll actually divert those calls for those who have non-life-threatening injuries to other facilities if they agree to that change.
Okay, so really big takeaway here. If you have a medical emergency, do call 911. Don't wait. Even with the situation as it is important that you seek help. I think it's even more important that you do not delay. Please listen to your body. If you believe that you need to go to the doctor, you need to go to the emergency room, please go. Oftentimes we're like, it's not that bad. I'll wait. Don't put it off. Because if you do get caught up in this, it's going to take longer for you to receive the care that you need. So please do not hesitate to seek care. That is their advice. Call if you need the help, but definitely do not put it off. Even more so, it's more important to not put that off. And again, if you are going to be rerouted to another place, I'm not sure because it doesn't say it here in this particular article where the next hospital is that they're going to transport you to. So is that Tacoma? Is it Seattle? That's a long ride. So please take care of yourselves, everyone. So important. Anyway, heat advisory for today and tomorrow. Also, again, do not forget that regardless of whether or not it's actually a heat advisory, it's hot. It's hot. So take care of yourself, stay cool, help others. Have a good day. We will see you tomorrow for our regularly scheduled shows. I'm Marwan Cameron. This is The Conduit.